What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tamra. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be on this cut crease lion-esque nude smoked out type of eye. I don't really know what to call her. I just started playing around and this is what I ended up with. I actually love how she turned out. I think it's cute, this highlight moment, this contour that we got going on. Chef's kiss. Okay, so if you want to see how I got this look, if you want to see what new foundation I try, if I like it, if I hate it, please keep on watching. All right, so as y'all can see, I got y'all super duper close because you gotta be able to see what I'm doing. I already did one eye off camera, brows off camera. This eyelid is ready, prepped and primed. And we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm not gonna waste your time. I didn't want to do both eyes, like start fresh, because I didn't really know what I was gonna do, to be honest. So now that we got a little situation going on, we're gonna start off on the other eye. So I'm using this Sassy Sienna palette from Dose of Colors. And I pretty much use this whole palette for the eye look. Don't mind I'm missing one, but I'm gonna mix these two shades here. And I'm gonna buff that into, my crease. So mixing two like medium brown shades basically. And I'm just going straight in to my crease a little bit above, and I'm just buffing that out. I love orange shades in my crease. Like it just always, it never steers me wrong. Like cool tones in my crease just always end up looking muddy on me. So I'm definitely a neutral shades type of girl. I'm gonna bring that all the way into my inner corner as well, because I'm bringing shadow all the way over. All right, so with the same palette, I'm going to take the brown shade, the deep brown shade, and I'm gonna take a small pencil brush. I don't know if it'll focus for you to see. Teeny little pencil brush. It's dirty because clearly I already did the other eye. And I'm gonna I was about to start before I told you I was about to do. I am going to just carve out my crease. Now I can't really talk when I do this because I'm trying to concentrate, but if you can see, I have like a lot of creasy, flappy, foldy things going on here in my crease. So I'm gonna go a little bit higher so that my line doesn't get hidden when I open my eyes. Clearly when my eyes are down, you can see my whole eyelid, but when I open my eyes, a lot of it gets hidden. So I'm just gonna go up a little bit higher. And I have my little mirror right here. And we're gonna try to make this even. And I'm just gonna basically carve out my eye shape. I'm using a really light hand at first just to kind of create like an outline a little bit, just so I can see, and then I'll keep going back in, adding more shadow. Wow, as soon as I decide to film, someone wants to cut the grass outside. Like all day, all morning. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and now you decide to cut grass? Okay. Wow, I'm so tired. Oh God. All right, guys, so I had to cut the sound and do this part as a voiceover because it was just way too loud, them mowing the grass and everything. So I apologize, bear with me. It happens again later because they just couldn't let me live this day. But I'm just going in with my shadow here and just creating that crease that I want, going back and forth with small amounts of shadow and just building it up until it hits the intensity that I want. And then we're gonna go in and blend it out just a little bit. So right now we're just packing it on and creating that shape that we like until we are satisfied. All right, so the noise has finally subsided. I'm so upset that they decided to cut grass right now when I'm trying to do something. All right, so now I'm just going to take some concealer. This is just a Maybelline concealer, and it's a really fair shade, and I'm going to use it to carve out my lids. The reason I use a light concealer as opposed to like a white eyeshadow primer or something is because, as you can see, I like to use a nude shadow on my lid. I don't like to use white. It's not flattering on me, and I just don't like the way it looks. So I use nude, which is why I'm comfortable with using a concealer. I'm not able to talk while I do this. So basically you're just got concealer all over my nail. Okay, so basically you're just going to just carve it out, girl. Just go slow, and we're going to create a sharp line underneath the line we just created. So just take your time and carve out your entire lid space. Okay, so now that that's all carved out, I'm going to take this ginormous Morphe 350M palette, and I'm going to go in with this nude shade here. I've used this for looks similar to this before. It's probably the most perfect nude that I have for my skin tone and my preference. So I'm just gonna coat my brush and pack that all over my lid. I actually, for some reason, like the way this eye is starting to look more than this eye. Like, why this one look better? Lord. Y'all, I keep checking my phone. Today is, yesterday was election day for the Georgia runoff. So today's, it's a pretty hectic day in politics. Monumental for Georgia. We are a blue state, y'all. We are not going to talk about politics on here. So now that that's done, I'm going to basically make a nice little wing, as sharp as we can get her, just like this eye, and that's it. We're pretty much done with the eye look. I'm gonna add some lashes and finish off the rest of the face. Wing liner is like the hardest thing ever, especially to get them to be identical, but we move, okay? We gonna get it done. So how I do my liner is I make the flick first, and then I bring it across this way. I don't bring it that way, I bring it back from the flick. So let me show you. So draw the flick out this way. Woo! Just holding my breath. And then I come back with it across my eye. And I give it a second, step back, look at it, see what I need to do to get it to look like the other eye. It's rocket science, y'all. There's no other way to put it. Rocket science. God bless those who can make a sharp wing and make both eyes identical, okay? God bless you. He ain't blessed me like that. All right, y'all, you're gonna have to excuse my poor excuse for baby hair and this, what we got going on. We'll fix it later. My hair is growing, y'all, so it's just, you know, baby hair is out of control and I don't know how to fix them, so. All right, so I'm back, lashes are on. I just chose a simple wispy lash because I did reach for a dramatic lash, but it just kind of hid the eye look and I don't want to hide all my hard work. So yeah, lashes are on and we're gonna finish the rest of the face and then do the under eye. While we're on the topic of the face, I got a new foundation. This is the Lancome Teint Idole I don't know, this is the Lancome foundation. I got this shade 510 Suede C. the lady at Sephora matched me. I had gone back to Sephora like 3 times trying to get matched, and I went up there guns blazing like, listen, somebody in here has to know how to match. The lighting sucks and I can't touch anything myself to match myself because COVID restrictions. So we spent an hour trying to match me, and I think this is okay. We're gonna see how it works. Y'all are gonna find out with me if it's a go or if it's a no, and I will be bringing it back to the store if I don't like it. Our friend mowing the lawn is back, so excuse that sound if you can hear it. I'm sure you can. I'm gonna just go straight in. I'm gonna use all of the other products that I'm gonna use are gonna be like my staples, just so that I'm not playing around with too much stuff. Do I want to go straight in on my face or do I want to go on my hand? Ooh, let's go on the face. I was gonna color correct, but I'm gonna see what the foundation does by itself. Okay, they started mowing the grass again. I don't know if you started to hear it right before I killed the sound again, but I actually really ended up liking this foundation. After I filmed this video, I kept it on for about an hour and it didn't oxidize down any darker. My skin still looked really matte, but it didn't look dry, which I can appreciate. I was saying here that I noticed that it wasn't too far off of a color of my skin tone, and that I shouldn't have probably started off with so much, but it was actually a good amount. I didn't feel like my makeup felt heavy or anything like that. So yeah, it's a good buy so far. I'm gonna try it out a couple more times before I completely be like, all right, you know, it's a banger or whatever, but so far so good. I will say that it didn't do well to cover my dark spots, so I would probably color correct next time. But now I'm going to go in with some concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Butterscotch. And then on top of that, I'm going to take my handy dandy L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Honey, mix the two together, and blend that out with my beauty sponge. Here I decided to add a little bit more of that butterscotch concealer just to add a little bit more brightness, and decided to blend it out with a brush instead. And I'm going to use that same brush to go ahead and set everything. Okay, so I think he's gone. I hope. I'm just going to take my Sassy Buttercup powder and push that into my under eye. Yes, I see him driving off. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. See you later. And I'm just setting my under eye. I use this all the time. I love this powder. I also love the Fenty Beauty in the shade Cashew, but this one never steers me wrong, and it doesn't really crease. I don't really get flashback or anything like that from it. I don't get flashback from the Fenty either. That one's just a lot less yellow, which can tend to make my under eye look a lot more casket sharp, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna set all of those points a little bit. My chin, my forehead. I don't really want to like highlight the forehead too much. Just rub excess here. All right, so now I'm just going to set my under eye, bake it a little bit while I finish doing my lower lash line. Not too much, just a little bit right underneath there to catch any of the fallout. And I'm gonna go straight into that brown shade that I used on my crease. And I am going, actually I lied. I'm sorry, I lied to y'all. I'm gonna take, before I do that, I'm gonna take a black liner and I'm gonna line my waterline. All right, so now I'm just gonna take that brown shadow and smudge that along my waterline. Smudging out the black with the brown, give us that smoky effect. And then with a fluffy brush, I'm gonna go into those first two shades that I used and just kind of smoke out the lower lash line just a little bit more, just to add some color. So basically mimicking what we did on the top, on the bottom. All right, so just dust away that extra powder that we have going on here. And we're gonna set the rest of our face using our MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deepest. I absolutely love this powder. Favorite powder ever. Especially when I don't wear makeup or when I don't have on like liquid foundation. This baby comes all the way through. And now we're gonna go ahead and bronze. Of course, I'm using the Hoola Toasted Bronzer on a big fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques 400 blush brush. Pretty much a creature of habit when it comes to my brushes. Find what works. I don't want to switch, so I love this brush for powder contour. And I'm just gonna put that smack dab in my cheekbones. Buff it out. It just makes all the difference for me. I love powder contour over liquid contour any day. It's quicker. I feel like you have more control over it. I didn't tell y'all Happy New Year. How rude of me. Happy New Year, y'all. We finally escaped the hell that was 2021. I mean, wow. Was that a foreshadow? I hope not. The hell that was 2020. Seemed like the longest year ever, but yet the quickest year ever. Like, we blinked an eye and it was New Year's. I'm just like, wasn't it just March? Now, what I've been doing recently, I haven't done in the past, and I used to never like doing this, but I have been sharpening my contour with a little bit of powder. So I'm gonna do that now. I just take a teensy little bit of powder on my brush and I just go right underneath where that contour should be. And I don't let it sit there for too long. Literally the time that it takes to do this side, I go back in and brush off that side, and then on top of that I take that powder brush I used for my all over face powder and just kind of blend it out. Just kind of helps clean it up a little bit, gives it a little bit more definition, and not have it so blown out and messy. So love that. She's cute. I'm gonna go ahead and add some blush before I set my face and add highlighter. I'm using this Makeup Revolution Nude blush. Love the shade of this blush. Okay, and of course with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Just bring the life back into her face. I'm liking this foundation, y'all. This Lancome, she's cute. I feel like this is a good match for me. Like, it didn't oxidize down any darker. I don't look red. I don't look casket sharp. I'm here for this. All right, before that setting mist dries, I'm gonna take my Fenty Hustler Baby highlight. And I'm gonna go right on top my cheekbone with that. This is my fave. I'm finally hitting pan on it, but I probably will repurchase it instead of trying something else, just because creature of habit. You gotta have your favorite on deck always. No matter what you try, always have your favorite so you can fall back on it. All right, so before I do my lips, I'm gonna just, I don't know what I was thinking, not getting a mirror, about to do that. I'm gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes before I forget, because I always forget. Makeup Shayla BFF4 liner, y'all know the drill. And I'm gonna use this Maybelline lifter gloss in the shade Stone. I don't know why I had to like think about that. I love this. So no lipstick today, just gloss. This is a nude gloss and it is very pigmented. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this look. I absolutely love how she turned out. She's cute or snatched. Look at that cheekbone, look at that highlight. I really be sleep on myself with what I can do in my eyeshadow looks and stuff, but I've been experimenting lately and I'm having fun, and I hope you guys are having fun with me. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you did, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. I would absolutely love to have you. Don't forget to share this video with somebody you love, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.